We all learned in school that Christopher Columbus discovered the Americas in 1492. But what if I told you he was centuries late? One of the first strangers to set foot on American shores. We're African? This is not myth. It's history, buried, burned, and banned. Tonight, we dive into the silent voyages, the forgotten evidence, and the stolen genius that rewrote our past. Brace yourself, because everything you thought you knew is about to change. Columbus Day, a parade of flags, a story of glory. But consider this, Columbus was seeking a route to Asia. He never set out to prove a new continent existed. When he landed in the Bahamas, he believed he'd reached India, hence the term Indians. Yet within centuries before him, African mariners were undertaking ocean voyages of epic scale. How did this narrative take hold? Religious justification. The doctrine of discovery sanctioned European claims. Colonial propaganda. Textbooks recast Columbus as a heroic pioneer. Systemic erasure. Evidence of pre-Columbian African contact was dismissed or destroyed. In the jungles of modern-day Mexico stand 17 colossal stone heads, each up to 10 feet tall, weighing 20 tons. These are the Olmec colossal heads, dated to 900 for 100 BCE. What's striking? Their facial features, broad noses, full lips, traits more characteristic of West Africa than Mesoamerica. Scholars like Ivan van Sertima posited an African origin. Critics scoffed. But look at the facts. 1. Material match. The basalt used resembles African quarries. 2. Transport capability. African riverine cultures moved heavy stones long before Europe's cranes. 3. Stylistic parallels. Early Ife and Nok terracottas show the same sculptural realism. And if they carved these heads, could they have sailed here to bring their art? The clues point to yes. Let's chart the ocean currents. The Canary Current flows south from the Strait of Gibraltar, meets the North Equatorial Current, which pushes west toward the Americas, no engine required. In the 1300s, Mansa Abu Bakr II of Mali reputedly abdicated his throne to launch an ocean expedition. 16 ships and 2,000 men vanished beyond sight. Survivors may have reached the Caribbean islands. Meanwhile, in ancient Egypt and the Horn of Africa, reed and timber boats plied the Red Sea and Indian Ocean, precursors to Atlantic navigation. Ibn Battuta, the 14th century Moroccan traveler, rode across wide seas in leather-hulled boats, skills easily adapted to the Atlantic. These were not isolated exploits. They reflect a maritime tradition spanning the Sahara to the Cape. Beyond stones and ships, culture whispers of contact. 1. Language echoes. Words like canoe, West African kunu, calabash, connected to calabash, appear in native Caribbean tongues. 2. Crops transplanted. Yams, okra, black-eyed peas, African staples, thrived in pre-Columbian America. 3. Artistic parallels. The trumpet-like horns of the Yoruba and the shell trumpets of the Taino people share design and ritual use. 4. Spiritual practices. West African Vodun and Caribbean Obeah share uncanny ritual symbols. These are not coincidences. They are threads of a tapestry woven across the Atlantic long before Columbus. So why is this story hidden? Eurocentric bias. School curricula center European achievements, sidelining others. Colonial censorship. Manuscripts were burned, oral traditions dismissed as myths. Academic gatekeeping. Universities long refused to entertain African Atlantic contact theories. Economic interests. A Euro-American supremacy narrative justified centuries of exploitation. Make no mistake, this is intentional erasure, a rewrite of human history to serve empire. If this video opened your eyes, don't let it be buried again. Like and share this truth with friends. Comment below, Whose story will you reclaim next? And subscribe for more untold chapters of world history, boldly told. Because history's greatest voyages began in Africa